Oh my.
Well, welcome to our D&D session. We are into the second chapter of Waterdeep, and the players have just visited with Volo to get their reward, which is the Troll Skull Manor. They had visited the day before and discovered that there was a unpleasant spirit that inhabits the manor, and were trying to argue for a different reward, or at least for something to help them in trying to take care of that problem. Archibald wanted to seek out getting a kitten at one of the local temples of Lyra, but one of the other characters, named Lanu, is housing all of the characters except for one currently. And so the night after the discussion with Volo, they had returned back to her workshop, which on the second level houses the rooms where everybody sleeps, and spent time with their individual cats. Both Lanu and Strider had their cats to play with, while Archibald was a little more lonely, didn't have a cat to play with, but still played with both Lanu and Strider's cat in opportune moments. The morning came in a very uneventful fashion, which is very rare for this party, as the sun rises in the east on this chilly, snowed-in morning. You all awake and prepare for breakfast and are presumably ready to go.
Okay.
I feel like Tara needs to explain what's going on.
Tara is not here right now.
Where's here?
You are at
Are you
Lanu's
guys
shop.
there? Yeah,
I'm saying, what is he doing? What happened to him?
He is presumably off in his manor.
Well,
in the
yesterday he got captured. He got taken by Sparkles, or last time, right?
Yeah, so you wouldn't know what happened to him at this point.
Okay.
Tatum, you're muted.
Oh, rip.
The last we saw of Taryn was Sparkles kidnapping him, and Lanu had cried out, "Remember consent, Sparkles!" Because the last we had seen Taryn pop in, he had a ball gag and did not seem to be in a happy mood. But Lanu is quite pleased that we have a book on poltergeists now. We have Volo's Guide to Monsters, I believe, one of his editions of it.
Yes.
And he mentioned specifically the section on poltergeists, and he is going to take a look at he's going to show us was he going to meet us at the manor? I didn't remember whether that was what we came to the conclusion of, because I know he gave us the book.
I think we were planning on meeting him in the morning.
Okay, we were planning on meeting him for the
But
actual
I'm not sure if it
transaction.
was at the manor or it was at the pub. And I think he
No,
said he was
this
going to
one's at the
bring his
manor.
friend with, or whatever his
Bring,
name is.
Floon.
Yeah.
Loon.
So we're actually going to do the title transfer now. And that's in the morning?
No, that was the evening, wasn't it?
Just trying to plan out. Lanu is like getting out her planner.
No, yeah.
I need to plan out my day. I should have done this last night.
I think we made a vocal plan. We forgot to write it down though because we were probably pretty tired.
Oh, rip.
All I remember is we're gonna talk to Volo, and Archibald also wanted to adopt a cat.
Yes, I do.
Because it was too late last night.
Visit, huh?
It was too late last night to adopt.
Yeah, so they're gonna be closed. Was it this morning or was it gonna be this evening or this morning when we're gonna meet Volo?
Do we recall what time of day? Mr. DM.
He had stated that he wanted to meet you at the manor sometime before noon. So
Okay.
presumably around 11 p.m.
Okay.
And he would meet you to presumably just go over the deed transfer, but one of you had noticed one of his sheets. I'll send you a message in his book when you were talking.
Did
with
you
him.
did you say 11 p.m.?
11 a.m.
Okay, I was gonna say, I was like, wait.
Yeah, I remember. So I remembered hearing the word dawn at one point. I'm guessing he didn't actually say he wanted to meet us. He wanted to meet us sometime after dawn.
Yes.
Okay.
Makes sense.
So sometime after the sunrise, but before it's midday. Man, plans are so weird when you're just planning it off of like half-day increments.
Oof.
You're like, how do I show up early?
Well,
I
because
don't
we have other things. We have to do things before we head over there. So it's convenient that we have time. What time is it currently?
It is barely sunrise, so it is about 8 in the morning.
It's too early.
Okay. How far away is
Winter, right?
Lyra's temple?
Lyra's temple is about a 20-minute walk. Probably a more like 25 minutes, just due to the heavy snowfall that has occurred over the last evening.
And Lanu's speed.
Lanu is at this point on her last day of recovery.
Yay!
She's a turtle. She's a turtle, so I
A
doubt
turtle.
she's very.
Turtles
quick.
aren't
Aren't
so
that slow.
That's yeah. Turtles are.
Well, that's good then.
She's got a lot of mass, but
And what about Tyr's temple?
Tyr's temple is a little closer. It is still in the dock ward, which is where you're currently at, but it is more towards the cemetery in the city. So, just up the
So is
street.
it in the opposite direction or kind of on the way to Lyra's temple?
It is more on the way. It's kind of like a small detour up and around portions of the city, but it just due to the nature of the city, it could just be a simple jaunt out.
Okay.
While this conversation is going on, after Lanu has written down what she knows in her planner, she starts flipping through Volo's Guide to Monsters. First taking a quick peek at where he signed his name with his beautiful floating pen and just admiring that ink for a little bit, and then she starts flipping through going, oh my goodness, so many different creatures. And so she reads silently for a bit, and then she goes, oh yes, I remember Volo said yesterday that the thing that we're dealing with might be a poltergeist. He's got a section in his book that is called Volo's Guide to Spirits and Specters.
No, that was written on a page in his book that you saw.
Yeah.
No,
I thought
in
I
his,
was the one
his
who
bag.
noticed something.
In his bag. No, I said somebody would notice something. So,
Yep.
so that's not written in the book. That was in his
not
bag.
written in the book. Okay. So I had noticed this page. So mending what I was saying, while she's reading some of the section on the poltergeist that he had pointed out to her in the book, she remembered that she saw a page that he had that was some of his writing on spirits and specters. I don't know why I didn't bring that up when I saw that, but that's not in the book here.
You may have been distracted by getting a signature from your favorite author. It's understandable.
Probably.
Yeah.
He might be. Maybe he's trying to write a new book.
Oh, I thought you were
on
saying he was
spirits and
avoiding
specters.
poltergeists.
Maybe he was lying to us. Maybe he just doesn't want us to, put out the news that he's planning on releasing a new book. I totally understand that pressure from no author wants to face pressure from the public. I mean, have you heard of that one author who does the whole, he does the story about, I think he calls it Game of Thrones. Like, he has so much pressure on trying to get those books out, and it's been forever since the last one came out. I think Volo's just trying to avoid that. Maybe we can talk to him about it when we see him.
It's possible, though, when we're entering into an agreement with him, it feels a bit sketchy that he's not sharing everything with us.
I mean, do we have to share everything with him? I
just commenting on it because it's related. Because we were asking him about it, and he said that he was avoiding the topic altogether.
Well,
He did not want to spend time.
He brought up that they were poltergeists, just that he didn't have any particular expertise. Maybe he's trying to gain that expertise.
I'm trying to remember exactly what he said. Did he say that he wanted to spend no more time with them because he's been spending time with them while he's doing research?
Something like that. That sounds accurate to me. I know he was saying, we're gonna give one free drink on the house for Volo in exchange for the guide once we get this up, or we're gonna pay him 10 gold later. However, he did mention that the poltergeist can be quite violent, and we might need to visit a temple. And that's why we were talking about temples. Oh my goodness, it's like my brain's just been kind of... the past few weeks have been just weird.
They've been an adventure. So would Tyr or Lyra, we can probably ask at the temple Tyr.
Yeah,
but Lyra might be more help, who knows?
We want to go visit, I know we're gonna go adopt a cat. We should probably plan out when to do that. And we also were gonna talk to some temples
One,
nearby.
there's not anything I can say here. I can't really
placating poltergeists. And I think that was our plan for today. We originally talked about splitting
What
up,
are you doing
but I
right
think
now?
everyone
Listening
wanted
to
to
Strider
stay
and Lanu.
together because cats.
I need my centaur.
Oh, how do I whisper back?
Safety blanket. That's the word. Right, Archibald?
What?
Remember, I think I said that I needed my centaur safety blanket.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I am, Ben.
Also, do you think we should check on Taryn? Because I know he wasn't there for the end of the deal. And
we do need to figure out.
We'll
definitely have
slightly concerned that Sparkles may not have enjoyed himself. He was definitely in a mood the last time we saw him. Should we go check on him first?
Where's that in relation to everything else, Ben?
Sorry, what was that question?
Are you talking with Taryn?
Yes, I am.
We were asking where Taryn's house or place of residence is in relation to the temples and stuff.
So the temples are more kind of northern, kind of either on the...
Don't we have a map?
Eastern and northern. Yes, I can pull that up in a moment. But his residence is more central in the city, so basically wherever you are, it's pretty easy to get to. I will try that.
Should we go get our Margaster, our
party member,
our good old Taryn?
I probably do need to apologize to him.
Also, I need to figure out at some point how I'm gonna do. I've been running a lot more errands lately. I can't. I think tomorrow I'm gonna need to start making sure this is gonna be the last day of me keeping the shop closed for a while. It's been just a lot of healing. It's been a very healing time.
You feeling better now, though?
A little bit, yeah.
I'm glad to hear that.
Also, I had pink tulips on my door yesterday, and
did they have a note?
Holly want to talk to me. Yeah,
Oh.
they wanna have a storytelling time.
Ooh.
I need to tell them some stories.
Our neighbors, who we met when we accidentally blew a hole in the wall.
Heidi ho,
Do you remember
neighbor.
that? Were you there for that?
I think I was, yeah.
Yeah.
Heidi ho there,
So,
neighbor.
Yeah, our neighbors. They have a flower shop, I assume, right next to us.
Yeah, just right next door.
Yeah. Tatum, what was the name of the paper
The
that
paper?
you saw in Volo's bag?
Oh, it was Volo's Guide to Spirits Inspectors.
Okay. Sorry, go on.
So
Inspectors?
I think the plan for today is let's get Taryn first. If he wants. I mean, really, he ought to give us some way to talk to him more, because the rest of us are here and he's always wanting us to do stuff. We need like some kind of stone or something to send short messages to him. I think I would call it like a pager or something. That would be really useful. So we're gonna go get/talk to Taryn, and then I think maybe we should hopefully that doesn't take too long. But I think we should, what we'll want to do is whenever we adopt the cat, we're gonna need to come back to the house. So
Yeah.
so let's at least maybe we should wait to go visit some temples until after visiting. I don't know. Let's visit at least one temple. So let's visit a temple and talk to them about the poltergeist. And then let's go adopt a cat and come back here and then go to the inn, the manor, and figure things out with Volo. Does that sound like a bit of a day for everybody?
Yeah.
So we're not visiting Temple of Tyr at all?
Oh, we can visit the Temple of Tyr. I just know that we're, depending on how many places we visit,
Yeah.
a lot of time can be taken up.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure I know what you were saying.
Yeah. So we're visiting a temple, whether that's the Temple of Tyr, the Temple of Lyra, we can do whatever we need to. But one of these temple visits is going to need to be the Temple of Lyra, and we'll get some more tips on how to take care of our cats and see if Archibald can adopt a cat.
That's probably the more pressing matter,
Yeah.
so we should do that first.
Kitty cat.
And of course we need to get Taryn. Oh, he needs to get his cat too.
Kitty cat.
Do
Kitty cat.
you think Taryn will
Kitty cat.
adopt a cat?
Oh,
shall
you
see.
got a point there.
Yeah, he might not.
We'll
I don't
find
know.
out. We'll give him the option. Let's go talk to him and then see if he wants to go and spend some time with us on an outing before we go visit with Volo.
Yeah, we need to catch him
Anyway,
up on
we've
everything.
been talking for like 10 minutes. We should probably get a move on. Maybe eat some breakfast and just get our day going.
Agreed.
I'm gonna give Silhouette some love and scritches. And make
Yeah.
sure she has some food and that she can see out the window above my bed.
How well do the cats get along with each other?
Good kitty.
Not well.
They don't?
That's
Unfortunately.
part of why Silhouette is in a room by herself.
When was this decided?
Cats don't get along well with each other unless you introduce them properly.
While they do seem able to be in the same general room, their interactions seem a little aggressive.
Is Cinder more aggressive than Silhouette?
Yes.
Of course he is.
Archibald, what were you doing during all of this? I'm assuming you just turned into a sticker and slapped yourself onto the wall. What were you doing?
I was just listening intently and trying to figure out where to hop in on all of this,
Sorry.
and then adjusting my webcam because I was covering the names. I don't know if you saw.
I haven't.
I spent about a minute and a half just moving my camera slowly across the screen, just dancing as it was happening.
All right, so you spent some time just getting some rations together, and you're able to get just everything taken care of. Archibald just kind of awkwardly just seems to leer forward a little bit during your conversation, and as soon as you kind of break, he just kind of like stalls dead in his place, and just appears to just not know what to do.
Archie, hey, bro.
Huh?
Thoughts?
I mean, we don't have to go to temples if we don't want to. We don't have to. We don't have to have a. We can have a chill day.
I mean, you were spaghettified yesterday, so.
Yeah, that's why I'm
and
saying
you
that.
lost a hand yesterday.
Yeah.
I did, but
Oh,
that's,
me?
you died the other day, so like.
Oh.
But that was like 4 days ago. You know.
Oh
It's-
boy.
We've had
It's a
busy
different
days.
day.
The easiest way is just to keep going and not think about it so we don't get overwhelmed.
Yeah, let's go talk to Taryn, speaking
Yeah.
about people that are overwhelmed whenever you talk to them.
So he's in
I
the trades
mean-
ward, right?
What? Yeah.
He's housed in the castle ward. You are
Castle ward.
Wow.
In the dock ward, right?
Yeah, where's
yeah,
the
you're in
dock
the
ward?
you're the border of the dock ward and the trades ward, kind of like right in between the two.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, is Lyra between us and Archie, or not Archie? Taryn.
Lyra is more towards kind of the city of the dead. Tira is a little bit south, more towards the trades ward. So just kind of down that main road that runs from the trades ward up to the northern ward, you'll find most of those temples.
Okay. Yeah, let's go to Taryn, see what he thinks, catch him up on everything that we have been doing, and
And hopefully he'll let us know what happened with him, or maybe he won't tell us anything.
I'm sure he
seemed
needs
pretty
therapy just as
annoyed
much
with
as the rest of us do.
I'm a little sad that he gets annoyed at our pain, but you know.
I think he secretly enjoys it.
You.
He pretty fucked up like that.
I do appreciate that he
Language.
helped make sure that I was alive, though.
Yeah. That was pretty chill. He didn't have to do that.
That was a time.
All right, let's go.
So you're headed off to find Taryn?
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right, so it is a little bit slow going. Some of the roads are still a little icy as the sun is rising. You do find various small children running to and fro in their little winter coats, hats, and mittens,
Adorable.
throwing balls,
Aww.
snowballs every now and again at each other. There are a couple of snowmen that have been built up in some yards. And they're not quite what you'd expect here in our world, more appropriate to various different species, some pointed ears, some dragon-like, various types. You do find one that is extremely bizarre, looks like a frog person in one of the yards. But that aside, it's a rather peaceful kind of walk through the trades ward up to the castle ward. Once you do arrive at Taryn's house of residence, the Margaster estate, you're greeted by some of the guards. Hail! How can we help you?
We need to see Taryn. Tell him to get his lanky ass down here.
Master Taryn said if he had any visitors, that he was visiting an estate in the northern ward in he reaches down into a pocket to pull out a little sheet of paper, and he unfolds it, and you can hear it crinkle.
Did you leave a note
Very-
for us?
And he opens up and reads Troll Skull Alley. Yes, this is where
Thank
he's
you.
Mm.
Is that all the information he left?
What would he have said if there weren't visitors? As I feel like Taryn would pull that kind of bullshit where he just says, "Oh, I'm up doing this, but I'm not really. I'm actually up in my room. Just, I don't know."
Master Terran seems to be a very honest man from our dealings, so I'm not certain what he would be doing if he didn't have guests, nor if he was trying to trick anyone.
Well, thank you for the information.
Also, do you know if
Threw him for a loop there.
do you happen to know if his father has done anything about, you know, repairing the wall between my shop and Mug and Crawley's flower shop? I know we repaired it a little bit, but having some help from the landlord of the flower shop would be good.
I can pass a message off to the master of the house, but I have no dealings in his business.
Useless child. I didn't say that.
I was gonna say, excuse me.
Excuse me.
I'd very much appreciate that. They're good friends and neighbors, and well, Master Terran is my landlord. His father is the landlord of the flower shop, and so I know things are a little slower going with Terran's father because he has so many properties to work with. I just want to make sure that I'm not the only one that gets things fixed up. Thank you
Now,
for your help.
again, what was your name so I can take down this note? He pulls out a little pen and gets out a little inkwell. Starts
Yes,
scribbling
this
on
is-
this little notepad he's got.
This is Lanu. I'm the owner of the glass shop, and I'm making an inquiry about the repairs for the flower shop in the dock ward and trades ward. We're kind of on the border of that area. I'm just wanting to make sure that my friends get their shop fixed up, because it wasn't their fault that things had problems. It was the wall quality. It just didn't match up.
And what was your name again, sir? Or
Call me-
madam?
You can call me Ajax.
It was nice to meet you, JJX. You've been very helpful. We
Are you good at
appreciate it.
I
cleaning?
believe he said his name was Ajax. He's got a very nice lemony scent.
That's what he said, right?
Are you good at cleaning?
Well, what were you saying before that, Colin?
What? I asked him if he was good at cleaning.
Before that, I thought you were saying something, but I don't know.
No, I think that was it. I don't remember though.
I do say, I and many members of my family have done quite well in cleaning up the messes of the Margaster family. So, I feel like,
Have there been quite a few?
well, not everyone is prim and proper. They just appear to be, you know.
Mm.
Oh my, you're speaking so candidly. I appreciate an individual that can speak candidly, cause let me tell ya, I've been through the ringer. Did you know?
We've had a rough few days. However, we need to be on our way. We have an appointment later in the day.
Wait,
Thank you for your time.
how is your brother Palm Olive?
He kind of like drops it. I.
You're terrible. Thank you for your time. We shall be on our way now.
good one.
And they like grab Archibald and Lanu and just kind of like bring them with me.
I feel like Strider is always trying to keep Lanu from saying too much.
Yes. She doesn't know when to stop talking.
Wait, I just want to know about your brother Colgate as well.
Colgate.
What about Dawn? He's got
Dawn.
a sister named Dawn.
He waves
Yes,
his
how is your
notepad.
sister?
He
How is your
waves his
sister, Dawn?
notepad as you're all running away, and he just kind of chuckles.
Glad he had a good humor about that.
So you arrive in Troll Skull Alley. Let me get this over to you.
Hmm?
Oh,
He's
God.
pushing a map.
Ooh.
It's snowing.
It's no.
Yeah, so like that
Also-
the greenhouse down there has a very nice
Let me get you on the map first before you start doing stuff like that. Sorry.
what?
Let me get you on the map real quick.
Before
There we
doing
go.
what?
Also, Colin, are you intending to actually stream the screen? 'Cause
Yeah.
I am not seeing the screen.
I'm seeing it.
Oh, maybe
Yeah,
I just need
he's
to
got
go
it.
to Twitch and open it up again.
Yeah.
He's got it.
It says there's only two viewers, so I'm assuming that's me and Ben.
No, Tatum's in there too. She just probably hasn't refreshed the page.
Yeah,
That's not
fine.
me.
Yeah, I have my mod panel open so I can see everything.
Where are
Oh,
we?
if I refresh it, all is well.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
First
wait,
time
Ben, where'd you put us on there?
You are in the top.
I found
left
Taryn.
side.
Of
Is
course, we
Taryn
don't know
over at
that.
Troll Skull? He is.
Yes.
Creeper. Rude. Leaving without us. Come.
Where are we going?
He keeps
Archibald,
trying
come. I want to show you the
go.
place. I want to show you.
No, his name isn't Archibald Come. It's
Motherfucker.
Archibald Long Cock.
Thank you.
I'm not responding.
Yo, you're way bigger than you need to be.
Never.
All right, we're doing this. We're doing this.
No. Where is
I was
Lanu?
hoping
I
you
need
would.
to find
I
her.
was hoping you'd notice just eventually.
All right. Put you back. We'll put you back down to your appropriate size, there, bud.
Oh.
Why is it that your influence area is so big? Okay, I get it.
That's not Lanu. Where's Lanu?
Lanu, you're back in the top left corner.
Yo,
Oh.
bitch.
See,
Who are you calling
Lanu's
bitch?
not slow.
Taryn.
Tatum's slow.
Oh, we see Taryn?
I mean, we do now. Right here. Oh, I'm still a large boy.
Well, that's what I'm asking. Ben, do we see him?
Yes. One sec.
Do I see him? Do I see him?
Does he see you?
He sees something of mine.
Oh,
Oh. What is Hannah?
Hannah!
Oh, she sent me.
So do we see Taryn?
I'm waiting for him to unmute real quick because he's muted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was not aware that I was muted. Yeah, first of all,
Oof.
Archibald, what the hell is going on with your hair? Second,
do you
I'm pretty
mean?
sure I would be inside the house instead of just standing outside in the snow waiting.
Oh, good luck for that.
You did enter the house, but you found yourself accosted by several plates and bottles, and have since found yourself on the porch rather than entering the actual property.
Well, that's a bitch.
You don't say.
Hey,
Hey, Taryn.
Yo.
Dumbass.
Whoa,
God.
God, everything is dark.
What the hell?
What
Just
are
trying to
you
get to my
doing?
character
Remember
sheet.
what
Stop
we
putting things in
tried
my
to
face.
tell you about the other day?
Yeah, Taryn, do you not listen to us
you
ever?
weren't really listening to us when we told you about it before. It kind of made me sad, but you know, I figured you'd learn eventually.
Yeah, whoops. So, this is,
Don't. That's not a
an
door. That's a
interesting
window.
house.
Now,
Isn't that cool though? Look at the
Volo-
lighting.
Just sticks my
Volo
neck
said
through the
that he
fucking
would
window.
Be coming close to midday.
What time is it now?
It's only
Oh,
about like
Volo's coming.
9 in the morning.
Yes, we met with Volo last night. You.
Oh,
What happened
yes.
to you?
Are you?
I don't want to talk about it.
I told Sparkles that you had to like value consent.
I don't
Do we-
want to talk about it.
Do we need to have a talk with Sparkles?
I don't want to talk about it.
We're here.
Do
Let's
you
focus
want
on
us
this.
to talk with
Lanu.
Sparkles, though?
Hey, Lanu.
No.
Okay. Well,
I appreciate your
know.
concern. We need to focus.
Yeah, Archibald, you never answered. What the hell is going on with your hair?
What is wrong with my hair?
Look at it.
What is wrong with you?
Oh,
I guess that depends on who you ask.
oh
Do you
God.
understand now, though? Do you
What the
understand
fuck?
now?
Yes. I'm even
It's
more muscly
glorious.
than I was before. What the fuck? Do we have a new character? Hey, it's not a phase, Mom.
How old is he?
He is
Of age.
He is of age. He's 164.
Oh shit.
Meaning. Which-
He's old
but,
enough
like,
to
how
be
old-
your great grandfather.
No, but like how old is he maturity wise?
He's an adult.
Adult?
Yeah.
Why is he a child then?
Oh, he shouldn't be that old. Why are you that old?
Because
Why
yeah,
did you make it
your
that-
your life story that you share with us is not like that. Also, what am I bigger than usual? Because I feel like I'm bigger.
You can fix that.
Not that. Happy medium, guys.
Happy medium.
How's that?
I'm just happy to be here.
We're happy
So,
you're here, Lana.
as you're discussing these things, you have the front door, just shutter open and close rapidly, and you hear clanging, crashing of plates and bottles against the wall.
I get hosted?
Hey, Taryn,
Yo.
what have you been up to today?
I walked here. That's what I've done.
I get rated?
You didn't think to contact us and coordinate, perhaps?
Can
Huh.
Lanu, like,
No, I didn't.
just
Um,
barely poke the door open and this is the door, right?
Yes.
Can she barely poke the door open and call in, "Are you ready to open?
Hmm?
We want to help you clean up the place, Mr.
What is happening?
or Miss Spirit, Poltergeist, perhaps. I don't know.
The door swings wide open, and a broom is just yeeted over towards you, like right into your hands.
You want me to
Oh.
clean up? Okay. Lanu is gonna walk in. Hey guys, maybe you should help us clean up. I don't know. I'm just going along with it.
Hey, is there a candle somewhere on that chandelier over there?
Let me see.
Why are you doing a commercial?
Because I didn't know that I was trying to figure out if that worked or not. Whoops.
It is filled with candles.
I was also
Wait,
Okay,
what?
I'll use prestidigitation to light the candles.
Oh.
Okay.
Also, it says that I've been hosted by Mrs. Buttersworth with
Can I,
6
like,
chatters.
Come up to the door, quiet, like, pardon me, forgive the intrusion the other day. We were not meaning, we did not realize this house was occupied. Can we make up for it by helping clean?
I mean, Lanu's already inside sweeping.
Yeah, but like, I was in there first. I'm the one who got lots of stuff thrown at them. Figured I need to make my own apology.
You get absolutely no answer, but when you
Oof.
do look inside, you notice that Lanu is using a broom, but suspiciously, there's a dustpan that seems just to be following behind Lanu, just floating there.
She
Is it
just
being
kind of-
useful or is it?
Well, you can observe for a little bit longer, and
Can I sweep some stuff into the dustpan every so often?
so when you do actually accumulate enough to be worth, putting into a dustpan, you do find some of the bottles that had been crashed down against the door frame, and you sweep all of that up, and the dustpan just floats down and places it right where you would want to place it to be able to pick up the broken pieces of glass and dust.
Ooh.
Oh, I wonder if we need some new glassware in this place. I'm a
Oh, boy.
glass maker. I could make some new glassware if that's needed.
She's gone mad.
She's very good.
Judging by the state of this place, I'm gonna say new glasses is probably a must.
Can I,
what
like,
happens when
move
Taryn
in
says
cautiously?
that? Does anything react to what he was saying?
That's a good question.
Nothing happens. It just seems like the comments you've made thus far have abated the spirit that has been occupying this space.
Interesting. So the spirit wants us cleaning it up.
Yeah, I'll light all the chandeliers, all the candles on the chandeliers to get some light in the place.
The one in the top corner there only has 6 candles, and the one in the center of the room also has 6 candles. So only one of them has all 8.
Okay, well, I'll light all the candles that I can.
Okay.
Well, all right. Wait, can we come in now?
Yeah, I'm just gonna like cautiously move in. When did Taryn get up there?
You've been up there for a while.
Good.
Oh, sorry. I'm like my dick is like right on your shoulder. I'm sorry. I'll back up a step.
You're not that tall.
But am I that long?
So nothing happens as I'm moving in?
Nothing of particular note other than watching this bizarre circumstance of Lanu sweeping.
So,
Well-
like, are there any chairs that aren't broken?
No, well, there's like one, but it's like highly damaged, and it's more towards the front of the estate.
Okay. I'm gonna start, like, gathering up the broken pieces of everything and placing them in a central location.
Is Strider still meant to have a disadvantage of dexterity?
Yes, because I'm still missing a hand.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was just noticing that. And thinking the same.
Yeah, so as you're going through the tavern room, you find that there is a lot of broken furniture. You have tarnished silverware, casks of wine that have all turned to vinegar at this point, and just a lot of worthless, just kind of trash that has been tossed out. A lot of the other rooms are seemingly empty. They are occupied mostly by small spiders that have made nice little cobwebs and have caught all manner of different bugs. A lot of dust, and it seems like there's a couple of rats that scurry through when you're inspecting them.
I'm a little too large to get through this.
Lorge.
I'm too large. Guys, there's a thing on the floor here.
So
As I squeeze my
wonder-
fat ass through this. Yep. Taryn, get out of here. This is my find. Eh. Eh.
So,
I mean,
is
You could
Lanu
have it
able
if
to
you
get
could
the-
fit.
How long does it take for Lanu to sweep the entire floor?
You're currently just occupied for like the next like hour to get this whole floor cleaned up. If you want
What
to keep doing
happens
I
after
see
I'm done?
Archibald like notice something, and so I go over to see what he's looking at.
Since Lanu knows that whatever she's like, the sweeping is placating it, she's gonna keep sweeping.
that.
And
Thanks.
start whistling to herself and kind of humming, being like, I hope you don't mind some old sea shanties.
Some old sea shanties.
How big is this fireplace over here?
But wait, what did we find over here? What was Archibald looking at?
Thing on the
You
floor.
found a little hatch door that goes that opens up into a small cellar underground.
Ooh, what are down in cellar?
Yeah, can I look down
Are you gonna open it?
Yes.
there? Archibald, you want to try and open it?
Yes.
Oh, it's up there.
Oh god, whoa.
What's happening?
Whoa.
Bringing
did he
him
just
to a
disappear?
different map.
Did
Wow.
Archibald just disappear?
Whoa. What are these other
How did
things?
he fit into the cellar?
Did he go down or did he just open it?
I went down.
He opened it and went down. There's a set of stairs that go down into a very cob and web infested area.
Is gross down here,
How-
wait. It's gross down here, guys.
Anything of interest down there?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Ben?
Several broken caskets of in the main room ale, what you would assume to be ale caskets, and in the second room
Casks,
there,
right?
yes. And then in the other room there is
Casting
barrels
vodka
of,
logo.
of wine that have all of which have turned to vinegar. So it's not even like you can get this pungent smell of vinegar as soon as you come down this way.
How big is this fireplace up here?
It is like
I'm gonna come back up.
it's sizable, so it's
Wait.
about almost a 10 by 10 space, but not quite. So it's a large fireplace.
Help.
Okay, well, I'm gonna start throwing the broken furniture in there, and then I'll use firebolt to light it up.
Okay, so you do end up getting a fairly warm environment because it was rather chilly in here. Most of your the clothes that you were wearing was keeping you warm, but it's starting to warm up after you begin to feed the fireplace.
Yeah. Also trying to get rid of the mess.
Yes, I was gathering it together. I feel like I did. I didn't say it, but I feel like that's probably what I was thinking. Putting it near a fireplace of some kind. So, are there more doors down here?
So there is.
Is this what is this down here?
Where are you? You're in the kitchen currently.
Okay.
But
Makes
there's
sense.
a door out.
Out where?
It leads to a small kind of alleyway out in between the buildings.
Whoa! Sorry. I can
Jeez.
open and close the door.
Yes, you can.
It's cool.
Can I come back up, please?
Yeah, you can. I believe just move yourself.
I
So
can't.
is it open right now?
I can't. I need help.
Okay, I'll move you over. 1 sec. You can open and close it as you see fit.
So wait, if it's... Huh, okay, so it's closed. And now
How
it's
did you do
open. What's, is this like to outside?
Yeah, it's just like a little alleyway between the two buildings, like outside.
Anything over here?
I'd have to pull up a second map to be able to get you on there, but it basically just runs out to the Troll Skull Alley.
Okay, so nothing of interest.
No, but you do recognize the building that you basically had. Tara's
We don't want to
family
get
next
into
door.
that. We don't want to get into that. Is this as big as it is?
From the outside, you notice that there is quite a few more levels to this building.
Where are the
And-
stairs?
Good question.
Like, can I find stairs from out here?
When you're going out, down, when you do end up walking over that way, you do end up finding some steps that go up to a second floor.
Okay, I was like, do they go up or go down?
They go up.
What's this?
Ignore that. That's part of another portion of the map. But you end up coming up the steps.
Whoa, what happened? Where'd I go?
You went
You
up.
are on. Up to the
Whoa.
floor.
This is a
It's
big
cool.
place. Does this place have a tower?
It does. It does have a turret.
Archibald!
Oh,
Sorry, didn't mean to shout, but like,
yeah.
So,
Come here.
Archibald,
Okay.
Archibald, you hear a Strider calling out from what appears to be on the other side of the wall you're currently at.
oh yeah.
Oh. Where the heck are you?
Oh,
Hello?
go outside.
Am I too large? I'll go outside. That's not a door. Oh. I just butt my head through the window on
Wait,
accident.
why am I over here?
This is back towards the.
This is where I came out.
I just accidentally walked through a window because I'm stupid.
Just hello. I'm a C-section. baby.
yeah.
It's Kool-Aid Man.
Archibald, come to the kitchen.
What?
Wait, how did he manage to get to the stairs somehow?
Kool-Aid Man is way out through the window.
What, did he break the wall?
He broke through the window.
Okay.
There's a
Was
very
the window? Was it actually like a window or a window pane? Like, was it glass or was it?
it was glass, and he just like yeeted himself through it.
So he just found himself outside. So up here, come up here.
Okay, one more window to add to those repairs.
Come with me. I don't want to go alone.
Where are we going?
We're investigating.
Beam, 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 beam,
There's
beam.
stairs. Where do these stairs
I
go?
can't help. Yeah. Hello?
Where do these stairs go? Oh, oh,
Oh.
whoa,
Ah.
whoa.
Ben's
There's a
just
lot
like,
of stairs. Oh, this
there's too many stairs here. I don't like this.
Wait, how old is he? He doesn't do very well on stairs, I'd imagine.
Me?
No, he doesn't.
Yeah. He's a centaur.
You just hear as I fall down one of the stairs.
Where do these go? I'm like a child, just like super excited about all these new locations.
There's so many rooms. Can I go up to the room? Eh.
Just like running around.
There are doors.
Door.
Yeah.
What's in here? Is there anything in here?
Is
Is this like the top of the house?
Not quite. There seems to be on the roof of this one of the current room you're in. There is a small little hatch that has a ladder that goes down. That, if you climb up it, takes you up to the tower or the turret in the structure. Archibald, I have
Where's
no
that?
clue how you got up there, but
I went
have
out
fun getting down,
windows.
bud.
How'd you get up the ladder?
Magic.
You're gonna regret that. So what can we see from up here?
You see a very large Archibald Longcock.
Can I see nothing else?
You've seen wide Putin, but now you're seeing
Wide
wide
Putin.
Archibald.
So like, can I see
Oh
nothing
my
else?
god, man.
So there is a window. There are windows all the way around, except for the back of this structure, this turret, that you're able to see out into the alleyway. You can see light snow coming down. You see people passing through the streets. You look out on one side, you can see over into the greenhouse that you are familiar with.
Ooh, the greenhouse.
But the roof does seem a little decrepit. Looks like it's a little damaged.
The one above us,
The roof
or the one on the manor.
On the manor.
Holy shit. It was too
You,
quiet.
you're big.
It was too quiet, and all I heard was my background music, and it made me giggle.
Okay, so wait, is Archibald stuck up here?
Currently, yes.
Cause like I want to go down.
No, you're not allowed.
Archibald. Wait, so can you change sizes?
Seems to be able to on.
Oh, here, let me carry you down.
Well, that will come in handy later.
Yes.
Yoink.
Just make him go
Archibald.
super large and then cow tip him on top of the enemies.
Can I carry him down the ladder?
I'll allow it.
Okay, so now we're over here. Or
Yes.
something? Does he return to his full size?
No.
Where's the door?
Hello? Where'd you go? I'm scared.
He's
hello.
okay. Come here.
Hello.
Now let's go back downstairs.
Hi,
Or
guys.
down.
How are you?
Which ends up over here.
Can I see the tiny toilet?
Oh,
did
sorry.
you say?
I was wrong. That
I see a tiny
up there
toilet.
doesn't lead to the turret. Let me show you where it like how you actually get up there.
Oh, I see it over here. It's over here.
You gotta go through. Yeah, you gotta go through that door here.
I'm so tiny. Help.
And then that goes up to the turret.
Yeah.
Ugh,
That
I can
makes more
open doors.
sense.
Look. Open.
Come here.
Closed.
I was noticing that
I can open
earlier.
and
It was
close
so much
doors.
fun.
Wow.
What's this? Is this
I
like a
don't know.
bathroom?
Yes.
That is just an empty kind of storage closet.
Pee
Why
on
is
the
it white?
floor.
Let me look at the DM map for a moment. That is a private bath. Yes, that is a bathroom.
Okay.
Yay.
Is this like a fireplace up here?
You're actually in a bedroom.
Okay. Why is the
Yeah,
turret
so-
in the bedroom?
Because every
I-
bedroom needs a turret.
So as you're exploring the rest, I'm just gonna walk you through. You find yourself going into what you would assume would be an excellent area for a private study and library. You find yourself wandering back behind into the master bedroom, where there is a private bath as well in here.
Oh, thank God I'm back to normal size.
Yep. May the Fae have mercy on you. And then there's a small little privy here.
Okay.
Oh God.
As you head down to the floor below, you have just a simple hall. Over here is a common room. You have a den in here.
Hmm.
Then a long hallway.
A
that goes down this way.
What's
There's
along it?
also
It,
at the end of the hallway there is a door,
it looks
and
like
over
a
here
penis.
is a
And that's
balcony.
it?
No,
What's
you
that?
don't know what's on.
Why does it look like a penis?
You look like
This is a bedroom.
It's the. I mean, here's the ball.
Wait, is that Una?
And then there's. Wait. Whoa. What? Huh? What? Where? Huh?
Oh hey, bye.
Wait. No. What
was
happened?
that?
What did I miss? What's happening?
It was Una.
What? Ben, did you fuck up?
I'm assuming.
No.
What is happening?
Oh, over this
Oh,
way,
God,
you
hi.
find that there is a spare bedroom
Ben, what did you do?
and another balcony that looks out to the alleyway behind the manor.
Mm-hmm. So wait, there's a door down here, but I can't go to it, or did I go?
Door where?
The door. Well, like I asked, the door. The hallway leads where?
The hallway leads to a bedroom.
Okay.
Yeah, just like boop.
That mysteriously had Una for 2 seconds.
Weird images you've seen, yes.
Was that how we were gonna find her if you decided to come back?
Maybe.
Oof. Oh god, I've scared off Lurks. Lurks isn't even here anymore. Rip.
Oh no.
Rest in peace, Lurks.
Rip. So the Tyrion, you've gotten this place fairly cleaned up. You've gotten a lot of the broken furniture tossed into the fire. You've got a roaring flame going at the moment. Lanu has successfully made her way back behind the bar and into the pantry and even into the kitchen. The dustbin occasionally brings stuff over to the fire pit to dump them in as there is appropriate items, but it does seem to have tipped a barrel in the pantry up and used it as a trash bin to be able to dump anything into it.
Uh-huh.
What?
I guess I'll go into the back and try and start organizing the stuff back here.
You.
Is all of it ruined? Or is there anything that's... Oh, hold up.
High or low? Actually, give me a like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Wait, what
I
is
will
that?
fucking end you. Stop.
So wait, we're still up here, right? But we can.
You can come down if you want. Tara,
Yeah.
give me a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10.
We're gonna go with a solid 6.
Oh no, my background. Hold on a
So
second.
unfortunately, all of it is turned to vinegar or has gone bad. Much of the food that was here seems to have either gone has rotted, has mold on it, or has been has rat poop all over it or around it.
Oh,
So it doesn't
lovely.
seem like it's even worth trying to consume.
Yeah, I guess this stuff needs to go. Yeah, I guess I'll start cleaning out the back room and tossing what won't stick up the place in the fire.
Lano, you seem to have been given some reliefs as the ghost that was bothering you seems to have just dissipated from the room for the moment.
I just jumped off the balcony upstairs.
Yeet!
Oh. So I'm done sweeping for now? Okay.
Yeah.
I put the broom up against the wall and just
Bless you.
go to explore what everyone else has already explored.
Oh, by the way, Ben, somebody I used to play with is suggesting my stream,
Oh,
like
wonderful.
on their page. So that's cool. Right next to Bob Ross. I'm okay with that.
That is quite a nice addition. So Lanu, as you wander up, you find yourself going through a second floor, which, strangely enough, the stairs is outside, and you have to go
Oh.
up.
So wait, is there a hole now?
Where?
Right here?
Right where you're at.
Yeah.
There is a certain dent in the wall. Yes.
What?
As there was
Because
an attempt.
Archibald came through it.
No, I went
He
through the window
attempted.
out front. No, it wasn't that. It was the window out front.
It was this one
Out
right here.
front.
Yee.
Yeah. So this window's gone. So there's a draft coming in.
Sorry.
But Lanu, you find yourself up into this main common room as you come upstairs. So I'm just gonna go through and close some doors so you can explore this organically.
Okay.
But yeah, feel free to move
Turn.
around. I'll move you to the next room when
Yo.
necessary.
How can I help?
Hannah's taking a shower.
If you want
Okay.
to start
Sorry.
cleaning out the downstairs, and I assume there's more shit down there. We just need to get this place cleaned up so that we
Downstairs?
can.
Oh, from
Yeah,
the
down in the
hatch?
cellar. Yeah, we need to start
so
cleaning this place
should I
out
pa-
so that we can get rid of that musty smell.
I should just pass it up to you. Should I just pass it up to you?
Me?
Try to get it all organized. I'm dealing with this stuff that's in this room. Just try to get it organized down there so that when we start getting it up, we can get it out nice and easy. And then,
Getting it up?
Archibald, you're not even part of this conversation.
I mean, if
Or-
Archibald wants to come in here and actually do something instead
Hey.
of wrecking the place that we have to now fix up.
Hey.
Don't you
True.
hate me?
True. But hey,
Don't you hate me?
I will hate you.
Hay's for horses, boys.
Exactly.
He is hard.
Did you say I'm
Exactly.
hard?
Yeah.
No.
I see this balcony of a sort. Is there a door out to the balcony?
I can't hear Tatum.
She's very quiet.
Sorry, I wasn't talking into my mic. I see a
Robert.
balcony of a sort. Is there a door out to the balcony?
Yes. Let me. Did I add a door there? Let me
Yes, you
check.
did.
No, I didn't add a door there. Fuck.
Wait,
I
which
see a doorknob.
Is there another
I
balcony?
just don't have an option. to
Yes.
open
Yeah,
it.
there's a balcony on the
Oh.
other side. Balcony. Balcony?
Oh, rip. I'm gonna go mess with
Ben,
Hannah real
am
quick.
I
I'll be right
down
back.
in the cellar?
If you went down, yes.
Yes, where's the cellar?
I will tell you in just. Oh god, I fucked up hard.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I'm actively just like trying to go through and
Add doors where they need to be.
yeah.
The doors are so cool.
Yeah, that's partially why we moved to this edition.
Because you can have doors.
Well, also
was it?
like you
And
notice
it's
like
interactable.
you
It's
can
more-
actually have I can not have fog of war constantly running. You can just have the line of sight stuff working.
Yeah, it's so cool.
All right, sorry about that. That should be up and running now. All right, I'll come down to you because Jesus, they need to fix the movement because oh god. Yep. So you do find yourself downstairs, but you notice a particular mildewy stench.
Do I recognize
Strider.
it? Or, like, how do you mean?
Fungus.
Fungus, like poisonous fungus?
Can't tell.
But Archibald didn't notice this?
Apparently not.
Hey, Archie! Can you not hear me?
He can, but it's kind of like echoey, just like.
Mm.
Hey Archie! I think he dipped out. Let me-
Huh? I'm gonna like peek my head
Oh,
up.
oh, he's bugging Hannah right now, so he'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll just wait. Or, Taryn,
Yo,
could you come over here?
and do what?
I need your expertise about something.
Oh, I've been kidnapped.
I'm sorry.
Does
What?
it smell strange to you?
Does
Does it?
it?
Rather mildewy, kind of fungal type smell.
Do you really
Is he
kind
able
of
to
smell that you
identify?
expect in a basement like this?
I just messed with her.
There is a fungus among us.
Oh shit.
Archie.
Hello.
Are these stairs really weird, or do they actually connect to anything?
Let me look.
Wait, where are you guys at? I'm lost.
I'm in the cellar. I needed you to come down here, but you were gone.
Yep, sorry, I was dumping water on Hannah in the shower.
Okay.
I messed with her.
Rude.
Should I do a perception check to see if I notice what
Yeah.
or something like that?
Yeah,
Wait,
give
don't
me
I have, like, sense
an
of danger?
investigation check.
I have a danger
Investigation,
sense, so
you say?
Yes.
I have danger sense. Since that's not perked, is it?
What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I
not
got a
perfect
14.
right
It's not perked?
now. So while you're kind of looking around, you find behind the steps.
Oh, what the hell is that?
Wait, I need to come down. Hold on, I can't get there. Hello?
What?
Firebolt.
Oh,
Yeah.
Really?
No,
Manu-
we need to see what it is. Talk to it.
oh,
Firebolt.
geez, that's freaky.
Let me get a picture up for you.
Firebolt.
Why are you getting
No.
bigger?
Because I can.
You know what? Actually, that's adorable. We're keeping it.
Okay,
you guys
so-
get
so-
you guys get cats. I want this.
Have you
This is
guys,
what I
have they
did.
heard us? Have they talked? Have they done anything?
Oh,
So it's actually it's almost dog-sized, this thing, and
Yes,
it just kind
I
of
want it.
tilts its head up at you. As
Yeah,
you,
I, like, tilt my head
are
at it.
gathering up the arcane energy to cast a firebolt, and it
Get
kind of
away.
like
It's mine.
kind of like
You're the one who was trying to kill it.
Get away!
it leans down its head, just kind of like, okay, as you're about
Just-
to cast firebolt.
I like move in front of you.
And then I just start. Hey, I'm in. Hey, get the fuck out of here!
You're the one who's trying to kill this thing.
Get the fuck away from me! And I just start petting it.
To take to you just fine. It seems like
Oh,
it's just
gross.
fine.
Did it grow?
What? Nah, it's just somebody's playing with it. So it just kind of like gets up real close to you and just kind of like huddles in as you're giving it attention.
So it's still not like. I don't feel like it's dangerous.
Oh no, it seems very, very peaceful.
Okay.
Well, that's adorable.
Is that all? It's in here?
You do notice there are some fungal spores down here, but other than that, it's just filled with cobwebs, broken barrels, and what
Are
looks
they
like to be-
related to this creature?
Give me an insight check.
Let me see. Not that, this. Was that the right thing?
Yes.
But
You
I did not
can't
do well.
tell. Yeah, you can't quite tell. It seems like
what's up?
you could easily just kind of like make an assumption, but you can't make the direct
What's up?
connection between the two.
hey,
Archie, what do you know about fungal creatures?
absolutely nothing. I'll be right back. Hannah's asking for help, so I'm concerned.
Okay.
All right.
Asking for help.
What's Lanu doing?
Lano seems just to be exploring the premises. Nowhere to be found.
You can't find her?
You don't know where she's at.
Oh, I don't know where she's
Yeah.
at? Okay, that's fair. Yeah. Yeah, when Sharon was just being like that, I'm like, fine. Just kind of like raised my hands, backed away. Got away from him. And then like,
Big old nope.
It's like, wow, if you're gonna be an ass, I'm just not gonna deal with you.
That's
And then, like,
kind
yeah,
of the
stuff.
point, so it's fine. I pick up the whatever it is. I'm gonna have to figure out a name for this thing. Oh, it has a face.
It does.
Oh, that face is a little,
Off-putting.
just a little bit, but you know what? That's fine.
Right, I'm back. Sorry.
I just kind of pick it up and walk away with it.
Just like, you're ugly, but I love you.
But you are mine now, and I will feed you, and I will.
I will feed you and I will fuck you. Wait.
And I will feed you, and I will pet you. And what? What did you just say?
Nothing? What?
You sick bastard. You know, there are doctors for people like you. You could get help.
Eh.
You do pick this up. You notice a little bit of a powder kind of emits out of its head as you inhale.
Uh-oh.
You feel a little funny, but you're okay for now.
This is fine.
Seems sketch, but I'm not gonna worry about it. It's his problem
This is-
now.
This is fine.
This is
I
fine.
take him upstairs. This is fine.
Oh, jeez.
Let me go. Let me leave.
Don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please.
I don't want to be here anymore. Yes.
Archibald, help me!
What? What's happening? Huh?
We're cleaning up down here.
Oh. Sorry, I just...
So after about an hour more of cleaning, and Lano has fully explored the mansion, you hear a knock on the front door.
No? Wait.
Do I hear it?
That even go through?
Do I hear it?
You do hear it, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go
Hello,
upstairs.
hello. Is I've forgotten their names. What is who? Franz
Thanks.
the Floon. Are you here? Hello? Hello? Anybody here?
Yeah, we're here. We're down in the cellar.
Oh, sounds like a lovely time.
It really does, doesn't it?
Please do! I wanna go upstairs!
I just open the door and stare at him very silently.
Where's Volo?
Well,
Is it
hello
Volo?
there, young Margaster. He looks you up and down. How is the manor treating you?
You know, I
Oh,
think I would have rather just taken the gold, but this will do.
He kind of peers in and leans forward. Oh, cleaned it up you have. Any issues in
No,
the process?
not at all.
Yes, as a
Got it
matter of
figured
fact,
out.
and I wrap my arm around his shoulder and walk him inside.
Uh,
Where?
To the dog thingy. Poor dog.
The creature you almost killed
Dog.
before you decided to be possessive about it and weird?
That's Taryn.
And I just have my arm wrapped around his wrapped around his shoulder, just looking at it, looking back at him, looking back at the thing, looking back at him. Like,
Hey, Volo!
oh yeah, did I mention the ghosts?
Volo, what do you know about fungal
Hey,
creatures?
could you not interrupt my conversation, please?
Oh.
You're not talking.
Yeah, I am talking.
now. May I ask which thing you would like to know first? The myconoid sprout you have here, or things of more spiritual nature?
Let's start with the fungus thing, and then we can go
Myconoid.
to the ghosts.
Well, what you have here is a myconoid sprout, presumably one of their kind. How did you happen upon it?
It was
was in
down
the
the cellar.
Did you find any others?
No.
I was going
thankfully.
to ask, what do they look like as young creatures?
Well, this is, of course, one of their. It's hard to say because they don't quite consider themselves pets, but variations of the myconoid. But they are very communal-based race. So I am curious how you seem to
Let
have
us go
separated
downstairs.
one of its sprouts from its community.
Let's go back downstairs with it, and you can tell us what is there.
He seems a little uncomfortable. Just kind of like, okay.
Kind of like, shh, like, don't let him out. I'm not like barring the way, but I'm also like, you guys into this mess?
Got
This
your
is your
back.
area of expertise.
I got your back.
Oh no. All right, so as you all head down,
Do we take it with us, the mechanoid?
oh, let me move all of you down. Oh Jesus, this is an orgy.
Hot.
Sure. So, what are these normal, relatively normal spores, or what are they?
I claim to be an expert more on creatures, but not on fungus.
So, are these creatures, or are they fungus?
Hard to say. Have you seen anything grow into one of these? As he kind of gestures towards the small myconoid on the ground.
We just got here.
Then you know as much as I do.
So, what of the spirits?
Oh heavens, I found this place because I was learning about them myself. I had heard that there was a poltergeist here, and I'm surprised it hasn't assaulted anyone here yet.
If we're being entirely honest, it has, but we managed to communicate with it and come to an agreement.
What sort of an agreement? Was it a deal with the devil, or something?
It seemed to
Mundane.
simply want.
Do I look like a warlock to you?
I mean,
Is Lanu here with us?
Lanu is. I mean, she explored and finally gets downstairs.
We're down in the cellar.
Yeah, so based on what Ben was saying, sorry, I was AFK for a moment. I think I finished exploring and I was downstairs when Volo came by. I just
Okay.
don't know how to get back.
Well, he kind of has to move you.
Yeah. I'm kind of stuck. Ben's gonna move me to be with the other people.
Just heard him just off in the distance.
I'm on my way. Yeah. Sweet. Okay. At this point, Lanu is going to say, well, I don't know that it was a deal or anything. I just, since the last time we were here, the whatever it was spelled out closing time and last call, I just said, hey, are you about ready to open and do you need some help cleaning up? And a broom came out of the door, and so I just started sweeping.
Fascinating. Do you mind if I use the back of your back to write a couple of notes?
Sure. Actually, I noticed something. Are you working on a guide for spirits and specters? When you gave us a copy of your last book, I just happened to see a page that said Volo's Guide to Spirits and Specters.
Yes, I'm tentative on that topic. I'm tended to move it to be Volo's Guide to Spirits. Just because of the contents of the book, but we'll see what the book actually contains when it's published.
Well, are you wanting us to? I mean, you were offering some assistance to us because you think a poltergeist lives here, right? That's what you said based on the description we gave you yesterday. But based on this, is this based on what happened today? Does that sound like a poltergeist still to you?
Well, poltergeists come in all various forms, you know. They tend to be spirits that don't want to leave. I would assume that you have appeased this one, at least for now. Has it done any bodily harm since its appeasal?
I don't think so. I think Taryn got something thrown at him earlier, and then I offered to help clean up, and I haven't, you know, they've just helped us get everything swept up.
Well, it seems like you've at least... I must watch my words here. Found a friend in a spirit, I would say.
Well, just serendipitous.
Now, for the order of this manor, I understand your concerns about the myconoids, but I can assure you they are a very peaceful race. No harm will befall you or any of your patrons if they happen upon one. Just ensure not to inflict violence upon them, for they are particularly well linked between their species.
Thank you for the advice and information.
On our other notes, it seems that the needing of exercising this spirit is no longer necessary. We need to sign some paperwork. How about we head over to the courthouse? Unless there's anything more you need to discuss about this piece of property.
Who will be needing to sign this?
The individual who will be taking the deed, of course. So
I
discuss
thought
amongst
that it
yourself
would-
and decide who would be the main, well, let's just say, beholden to the government individual.
Would everyone
think
else be considered the undersigned, or
Most certainly, yes.
because this wouldn't be the case of any particular person having full ownership of this estate, right? It would be the four of us together. Well, I mean, it was 5 at one point. We haven't seen Una in a while. But anyway, that's another
I
story.
could have sworn I saw her a moment ago.
Ghosts in the rafters.
Oh shit.
Getting my hopes up.
So then,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
be the
think it
deed
would
holder.
probably be best that I sign. I've got the most
Aw.
experience with documentation of this.
What about
of this
Archibald?
sort.
well,
Archibald, have you ever legally owned anything in your life?
No.
Well, haven't
I
you? Like, what's your
decide-
history?
The scythe, his sword, my long cock.
Yeah, but I just don't want to be beholden to this one any more than I already am.
I can, of course, send some people your way to help get this place up and running, for I foresee it could potentially be very resourceful to you.
You can?
but- Yes, I can send some of the local city guilds your way to repair this place.
We
Oh, that would
appreciate.
be lovely. I mean, obviously, we would have to pay for that out of our own pockets, right?
I mean, you could take the property and sell it off later, or, of course, get it up and running. Decisions are, of course, in your hands after you sign this deed, and he whips out a paper.
Well, then we should go to the courthouse. I mean, I have my glass shop, and Taryn has his house. I think there are two people here that aren't already dealing with any property deeds, so either
Well-
Strider or Archibald, I think it would make sense for one of them to be the title holder, because it might help them move up a little bit more in life.
Not to contradict you, but I don't actually own that property. But that being said, I think the people who should own a property that we're trying to make money off of should be people who, know how to make money.
Not
Currently,
to,
the two people in this party who know how to do that are you and me.
I mean,
Sorry, I've been property most of my life.
you've been oh dear. I mean, I'm happy to be the caretaker, but I do have a glass shop. Who's most interested in, if we get this up and running, this will be a tavern with an inn. Who's interested in running a tavern? Do we have anyone here that would like to maybe be a tavern keeper?
I mean, I'd like to be someone who owns a home.
I don't mind.
I
the
wanna
idea of
support-
Archibald.
I
mean, I am happy to help out in whatever way possible. Obviously, this would still be something all of us own, but I think having a way to stand up for yourself in some way is a good idea. And Taryn, your name can still be as part of the property. This would be a way of expanding your resources. Just Longcock Industries, and Longcock Industries is a subsidiary of the Margaster firm of businesses. I think expanding your territory might be a good idea in such a way that maybe the Margaster family name doesn't have to be on the top of it, but you're like the power behind the throne, It's like when you're the power behind the throne, oftentimes people think positively of you. So think of it from like a PR standpoint, Taryn. This
I don't
could be
think you
very
understand how
good
this
for
works.
you.
Oh, okay. I don't. Are you seriously suggesting that we're putting him in charge of a tavern when he's never run anything in his life?
I've run a 50 meter.
That just sounds like a really bad business plan.
Excuse me, Taryn. You have not been around for all of this, but he's been a great help in my shop.
I'm not saying that he hasn't been. I'm just saying that I don't think he has the qualifications to run a tavern.
We will be working together. He is simply owning the name.
Excuse me, but we have an appointment at noon sun with the city's magistrate.
Let us go. We shall go there.
You set an appointment?
Oh.
Well,
Yes, we set that up last night. While Taryn was off spending time with Sparkle. See, Taryn, I don't mind the idea of your name being the main one. The problem is, as of late, you get pulled into different realms when you go somewhere. When Archibald has the Fae come and do things, they just stay wherever he's at. So,
I don't think that's. I guess I don't understand your argument. I don't think that that's a fair reason for him to be a shop owner. And I'm not arguing that I should be either. I'm just saying that it doesn't make sense for him to be.
What I'm saying at the end of the day is that you are a landlord of so many pieces of property, and I think Archibald's a good kid, and he should have a chance. And if it's gonna blow up in his face, we'll
My name's
oust
on it.
him.
I don't want to be. I don't want to be liable for that.
Excuse me, I'm
Your
older
name's
than
on
you.
what?
My name's going to be on the contract. I don't want to be liable for him fucking.
Let's
up
go to the
business.
courthouse. Let's get out of here. Come on, Volo.
Well then,
Do you have any input?
you'll. There's a matter of legal binding that does not lay a singular individual at blame. We can orchestrate this to be such that the entire I hate this term, organization of your party owns the property.
We
Does that
have
work?
to come up with a name for ourselves.
You would suggest it before we get to the courthouse, yes?
Oh boy.
So we
Oh,
make ourselves a
dear.
group.
Longcock Industries.
So we need to form what's it called? An LLC? A limited liability corporation?
Mm,
I
I just laughed and my
gosh.
echo just thought I talked to it. What?
Creepy.
Well, let's see.
No.
I mean, we've been
Bad
dealing
echo.
with a lot
No.
of broken glass lately, and also for some reason
Sound.
Oberon has taken an interest in us, and Tyr. We could have any kind of name of a powerful entity.
Or
as
something
our
just simple
group.
as lost and found.
Lost and Found.
I
I
mean,
mean,
that's pretty good actually. Accurately describes our group.
Has that name been used yet? Are we at the courthouse yet?
Yeah, you've made your way over to the courthouse. You are standing outside a door that has a label next to it. Magistrate Kylene Sillimer Hives. I can't speak. And you hear quick footsteps move to open the door, and you see this very interesting looking tiefling. Looking
Very interesting looking.
light, I'm trying to make it sexual, but she has a sexual energy to her.
Oh, that's not the energy I was getting.
Archibald begins to throb.
Yeah,
Dum, dum.
roll
Manu
1d20
is-
for erection.
And she has this annoyed look on her face. Volo, you called on me. Now, come on in. I'll be behind my desk. I need you to. What is this? What are we doing today again?
well, we are starting an LLC so that we can take ownership of this building. However, we
So
need
it is
to
a
be
transfer of deed? Is that what we're doing?
Yes, but we do also need to form a corporation or company here. We just need to
The
know
appointment
if
was a
certain
transfer of
names are
deed. It's
taken.
not. You can take that elsewhere. I'm not gonna
Oh,
oversee that.
How do we all own it? I thought we had to have the LLC name first.
You can handle that after. If you can assume that the name is not taken, then we can move forward.
Oh, well, is the name Lost and Found taken?
I mean, it is incredibly open and suggests many areas or boxes that are housed within many buildings throughout the city. I don't know if that's an appropriate name, but you could run it
Oh.
by.
Would you have a
The,
suggestion for a form of said name?
Time wasters?
Oh, that hurts.
Wow.
Oh,
That was coming from Ben
No.
too, wasn't
No.
it?
So, Volo, you say these raggedy bunch are taking your property. Is this what I'm to understand? Well, yes.
Raggedy bunch. Rude.
Yes, I promised them the deed just because they had performed the duties for me. So, I needed to ensure that we had notary and everything prepped and ready to go. So then, I will be signing here. If I could have one of you, and the rest of you sign below, but somebody take the first line, just saying the new ownership is such. So you can either put your new company's name, whatever you want it to be, or ensure that it's just lists of names, whatever you prefer. So, Kylene, is this all in order? Yes. It's just hurry it up. And
Archibald.
Volo scribbles with his
IF enter
floating
your
pen
band.
on the notarized deed, and then he pushes it over with his mage hand to you, you bunch, to sign as you see fit.
I take it from him.
And Taryn doesn't try to take it at the same time.
Yeah, Taryn's a little
Bitch.
apprehensive, let's just say, about this entire business proposition.
We
Okay.
tried to involve you in the discussions.
Anyway,
Yeah, I tried to suggest, but anyway.
well, what are we calling ourselves? Are we the Lost and Found, the Lost Finders, the Finders Lost, the Lost Things Found?
What?
Lost Things Found.
Me?
Are we the Lost Things Found?
Ben.
What
Ignore
are we
that. You can
calling
ignore that.
ourselves?
That's not actual?
Not for you.
Who was it for?
We'll get to it.
Okay.
Was this for me?
No.
Archie,
What's up?
I asked you a question in Sylvan.
Oh, I can't see the chat.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh, that's not great.
What?
Oh, I know who this was for. Okay.
I'm not sure. Oh no.
You, things change. What effect did that give?
Wait, Wild Magic Surge. That's from Terran. He's the one who has wild magic, isn't he?
I'm assuming this is to me then.
No,
What?
this is too.
No,
I was
wild
saying a
magic-
message. I was saying in Sylvan to Archibald.
No, I know. I'm talking about. I'm assuming you all can't see anything after Wild Magic Surge, correct?
No.
Well,
we
there's
can
the
see
UI
it
transported.
after it.
Oh, okay, you do see that. Okay.
Is it Terran? Because he's the one who has wild magic.
Taryn just disappears.
Not again.
Oh.
Right now?
Yes. Taryn, you find yourself floating in just an absence of anything.
And
Wait,
at
is this
point,
because-
Lanu is just like, see, this is what I was talking about.
Is this because he did the fireball earlier, but he didn't release it?
Maybe.
Ha! Sorry.
Oof.
Rash
Yeah.
actions.
You know, there's actual like physical changes that happen to the body of wild mages when things like this happen.
Well, Archibald,
Yes.
Finders of the Lost.
I like it. I like it.
Cool.
Now-
That's
Lanu?
what we are.
You know,
Taryn,
Wait.
you can't say anything.
you know, you could do the founders, and then underneath it on the board you can say the lost and the found.
So in the next moment,
Fine.
Taryn
Founders.
reappears in the back of the room, but this time his ears seem to be kind of floating off of his head as they melt back in, and the very tips of his ears become transparent.
Oh,
They're still there, but you can see through them.
The founders, I guess that works. It is.
We can be called the founders, and then on the sign you put above it in parentheses "Lost End."
Yes.
The Lost.
Is the
Well, that's what I
Founders
was saying.
is
Was the name of the tavern is the name of the tavern is the Founders, and then the bottom below it says the Lost and the Found.
Yes. So the founders are buying this property.
Very well, sign the paper.
Who?
You're the one holding
I'm
it.
holding it. Can I write? Yes,
can
I can.
I write? Also, sorry,
And
I
read
got
and write common.
I got distracted
Yes.
there. Somebody came into my chat and spammed a link, so I had to ban him.
Oof. So just right.
As is
Founders.
customary, the new owners, of course, have to pay the fine of 25 golds. I'll be taking that payment now.
For what?
Transfer of deeds
What do
costs
we have to
25 gold.
pay it?
We were not told of this.
This is Bolo?
He looks down on his hip. You see a familiar symbol on a bag of coin. The Nevermember symbol. He reaches down to his hip, slaps it on the table. Runir said I needed to bring this with me.
Oh, Rainier, how is he doing?
Much better.
I'm glad we could help him.
Anyway, he wanted me to let you know that he has you covered.
Well, that's very kind of him.
Tell him we hope to. I
So
don't
now
know.
So now with this all taken care of, Colleen, we'll take our leave, and she just storms out of the room. Seems as
She's
if
very pissy that we didn't have to pay the fine, huh?
She's
No.
just a bitch.
yeah, she's more of a bitch than anything.
Oof.
Yeah. And so Volo guides you out of the courthouse, back out to the streets, and just leaves you with a couple of salutations and offers that if you need further help, don't be afraid to
Wait,
reach
what
out.
about Floon?
Oh, he says I can send Floon to you this evening if you'd like. Where can he find you?
Yawning Portal?
Okay.
Or the glass shop?
Well, one place. Two
Glass
places.
shop.
Hard. Okay. Well, I have some things to write, and I'm assuming you have some building to get to and furnish. I will send the heads of a couple of guilds I think will be useful to you tomorrow. They'll be meeting you at the tavern, the manor, I mean. And they'll, of course, offer their services to repair the estate. Until we meet again, it's been a pleasure. I assume you have bigger and better things to do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good day.
Good day then. So it is approximately just a little bit past noon sun, and you now are the official owners of the Troll Skull Manor.
Yeah.
You have discovered that the Poltergeist seems to be okay with the idea of you cleaning up the manor, but you've also found that there is an odd myconoid infestation in your cellar.
Infestation.
Uh-oh.
That's not the word you used earlier.
You might be fucked.
That's not the impression we were given earlier.
I mean,
Well, they're an underdark species. They don't tend to come up on the surface. So anyway, we'll leave our session there. I hope everybody had a
Myconoid. How do you spell that?
get you a spelling in just a moment. Myconid.
Myconid.
Myconid. There is myconid and myconoids are like the general.
So myconoid is Myconoid?
This is more to do with my upbringing, so they're myconids. That is the proper.
Okay.
Yeah. And playing of D&D, so
Okay.
yeah, they're myconids.
all right.
Exciting.
Well, again, I hope everybody had an enjoyable evening and enjoyed exploring your new piece of property. We will, I'll send a poll out to see whether or not we want to play next weekend or in 2 weeks. But it was pleasant. Hopefully the lack of combat was okay for everybody,
Yes.
but
Uh-huh.
we will continue on forward. Just be aware that as this chapter looks, it appears to be a little
Archibald.
more...
Why? Why does this happen? Where I'm just sitting and all
Someone's having some loud.
What was that?
What, Tatum?
hey,
Who's that behind you?
It was my sister.
Oh, it was very
she came
loud.
up here and apparently her pants ripped, so she was complaining.
Oh,
All right. And
Anywho,
stream
Ben.
ends.
Archibald! Why are you so big?
always big.
Uh-huh. Ben,
Yeah?
I just shared with you what I have written so far.
Okay.
Thanks for the session, everyone.
Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna switch back to my webcam here, and then I'm gonna do my outro here, so you guys get to hear my outro,
Okay.
and you get to comment on that because thank you
The
everyone
outro
so
is
much for
fun.
watching. I hope you enjoyed the first night of D&D that I've streamed. This is obviously not the first night because we are deep into our campaign here with the awesome DM Ben. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, hit the follow
Good
icon. If you want to get notified whenever I start streaming, you can hit the follow icon and turn on notifications. If you really liked what you watched here, and I'd really appreciate it, you can subscribe with Prime, or you can subscribe. It helps me out. You can donate bits in the chat. I really appreciate anything at all. I hope you all have a fantastic day, evening, night, or whatever time that is that you're watching, and stay saucy.
Ooh.